Hello, welcome to Sun Moon Star Tarot, where I encourage you to pursue your soul. These next 4 bell sounds are to align us and to bless your reading. Alright, so today I just had the urge to create. I was going to put off filming a little bit longer, but my spirit was like, no, Gina, we want to do an intuitive reading for the collective. So this is just going to be an intuitive reading for the collective. And yeah, we're going to see what comes through for you guys. Alright, so I was going to start with this deck, and it was a little bit unorthodox, and so I'm going to follow that method actually. I was going to switch it up again, but I'm just going to follow what my spirit said to do. So 3 cards. Collective message, 3 cards. These ones are fun because I don't know what's coming out. I'm kind of going in blind and seeing what manifests stuff. But I was singing a pretty sad song about letting go, I guess. So maybe it's about that. Who knows? What's going on for the collective? An intuitive message for the collective. Okay, this is stop shuffling. An intuitive message for the collective. An intuitive message for the collective. So we have awakening here. Intuitive message for the collective. An intuitive message for the collective. And then we have crossroads. You have vibrations, awakening, crossroads here. Bottom on the deck here we have deception. Twin flame, summer, and mask. All right. Right off the bat here, it's basically this is a time of awakening. So I'm not surprised that these cards are coming out. Especially vibrations, opening your third eye. I put my third eye open as I was shuffling these cards. So the need to open your third eye at this time, or just to do some meditations around your third eye chakra, Agna. But it's looking like here that basically you're having a choice basically to either follow a certain path or to basically abandon it in order for this deception, or abandoning it for this deception basically. Excuse me, that was all screwed up. And then we have twin flame here. And I really don't know why this card is here, so actually I'm gonna shuffle some more. I want to see exactly what they mean by this card being here. If you're manifesting a twin flame, if awakening will lead you to manifest a twin flame, or what. I just want to know what they're saying. So for that, I'm going to use my tarot cards here. This is the Fountain Tarot. I love this deck. It's beautiful. It has a dreary but cheerful energy. Perfect for the day because the weather here is really dreary, but I like it. I don't know. I'm feeling creative right now. Alright, so what is this twin flame card about, Spirit? What is this twin flame card about? Please elaborate on this twin flame card. I'm going to give 3 cards. Alright, so here we have the Hangman. And then we have Judgment, Awakening again coming in. And kind of the Hangman can also be seen as this vibrations card as well, because vibrations is all about really opening, and the Hangman is one who suspends himself for enlightenment. And you can kind of see how the energy is centered here in the third eye and the void basically. So you going into that void place using your third eye. And really doing some third eye opening. It's really time for you to open your third eye. Because again, the Hangman is the one who suspends himself and he opens his third eye. And you kind of see what the imagery, it's not directly on his third eye, no, but the sun is hanging over him. So it's just that illumination. And you see that same principle here as well, the illumination, having that knowledge, kind of that Venus energy, awakening the divine feminine energy as well. Divine feminine, I've watched Gigi Young's video. If you have not seen it, it is called Venus and Mars by Gigi Young. I highly recommend, because you will understand more what I'm saying. But basically Lucifer was the light bearer, and I'm getting that imagery again, that illumination, you needing to invite illumination into your life at this time. And then we have Judgment here, and Judgment is card number 20, and we are in 2020, so it's kind of apt and kind of fitting. But 20, this card is all about awakening, but having that new perception, having that new awareness. So that's what I was saying. This really is holding back to this. So I guess they explained it here is what they're telling me. I just missed it. Or one more, please. They gave me 3. Thank you. One more. All right. So we have the Six of Swords. So this is that crossroads energy coming back in again. You deciding to like be on the path of least resistance. You being in the path that aligns to your soul, right? And then we have the Eight of Coins, and with this Deception card here, it's letting me know that you are working through your self-deception and you are bettering yourself at this time. And as you better yourself, you might have some more like little tests come in, but you really are raising your vibration and raising your consciousness at this time. And I know I pulled these cards to explain the Twin Flame card. So explain the Twin Flame card. It's basically the same message over again. It's like, I think if you're wanting to manifest this into your life, you're just needing to really suspend yourself and to really gain clarity about what you want and really allow new awarenesses to come into your life. Perhaps, what does a relationship mean to you? What do you need to let go of? What do you need to cross? Or what do you need to overcome to really manifest that what you want, all right? And then here, but again, we have that dichotomy energy, that choice energy. We have the Two of Wands here. And this is all about not being between a rock and a hard place, but your spirit being more aligned with one option, but you kind of are giving into your ego a little bit. And so you're needing to be steadfast a little bit. And just be more aware of what your spirit wants. And that comes from this awakening, that comes from this Hangman, that awareness. And just knowing that your spirit will choose the choice that you are most sincere about, and you just carefully weighing out those options, but knowing that what you pursue has to be a soulful experience, has to be your soul involved, it has to be a true desire, basically. And then here we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is all about really digging into that inner wisdom, and you see how he's kind of like opening this box. It's like he has access, he has that stream of knowledge to dig from. And this is, I know the Hierophant is usually like wisdom outside of yourself, but I'm going to say wisdom inside of yourself at this time, because no one else is present in this card. And I actually really like this interpretation, because it's like everything you need to know is found within yourself, as long as you meditate, as long as you allow yourself to find the answers. And then here we have the Seven of Cups, and this is that clarity, that Hangman coming in, that energy that is kind of chaotic, not stable, and you needing to stabilize. And then you have the Knight of Swords, which is my fear card here. All right. And then, all right, so I'm going to ask Spirit, what attributes do you need to call in at this time? We're going to do 3 attributes. All right, so what are some attributes this person should call in at this time? And this is Archangel cards by Caroline Muse. I know it's M-Y-S-S. Can't really pronounce that. All right, so what are some traits this person can call in? All right, we have 3 coming out automatically. Perfect. And then bottom of the deck here, we have Networker. Enhances unity through sharing information. Engineer social awareness and empathy. And then we have Awakening Vibrations, all about awareness. So you calling awareness to issues, perhaps issues around Twin Flame, or perhaps issues around self-deception and ego. Because remember, we do have deception here, and then we have a mask. So you needed to unmask, become awakening, having that awareness, and nostalgia, hanging on to the past. And we also have the Divine Masculine, so this definitely is about calling in a soulmate, and gaining clarity around that. But here we have Prostitute. Accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. And again, your spirit coming back in, because we did have the Two of Wands here. So that choice between what you truly want in your spirit. And prostitution isn't necessarily just having sex for money. Prostitution can be selling your soul for money, or selling it out for money, or selling what you believe, selling out for what you believe in for money. So just knowing that it's not necessarily just sex, but it's just placing material possessions over your spirit and self-empowerment. All right, so really allowing yourself to be compromised. Perhaps this is that crossroads, you needing to follow what you truly want to do, basically following what you truly lights your soul on fire, basically, right? And then we have Vampire here. Makes you aware that someone is draining your life force. So having your energy drained, and this is probably that deception here. It's probably that crossroads, needing to know when something is uplifting you or if something is taking away your energy. And this could be addictions, codependency, but depleting others for your physical survival, chronic complaining, and codependency, like I was saying, right? And then here, lastly, we have priest. Facilitates spiritual commitments, serves as a channel for spiritual energy. And again, we have the Hierophant here, so perhaps you are stepping into your role as a spiritual leader at this time, and needing to really find trust within yourself and having an objective point of view at all times, or at least trying to maintain an objective point of view. All right. So now I'm going to draw some healing cards for you, and this will be the end of this intuitive reading. And again, this doesn't have to be, I didn't say this, so I'm sorry, but it doesn't necessarily have to be the role of a spiritual teacher. It could just be something involving your spirituality, involving you helping others, involving just the spirit of trust and community and a power of leadership, basically. So embracing your leadership role at this time. All right, so 3 cards for clarification. Perfect. 3 cards are out. Bottom of the deck here, we have past, present, future. I would like to gain some more insight about what this card means from the book. It is card number 4, so I think that's very interesting. All right, so it says, here it is, integrating past, present, future. While we all arrive on this earth with a plan, we all have lessons to learn. In the process of learning these lessons, most of us will encounter experiences we label as bad. This labeling and duality we carry with us wherever we go is our so-called baggage. When we let these labels direct our reactions to life and experience to the past, present, and even projecting into the future, we are working with lower vibrational energy. So perhaps you are awakening to a pattern in your life at this time, and you are shedding that pattern. So this is all about shedding past beliefs and really shedding that past ego self, shedding the ego programming. It says when you are able to integrate your lessons without labels, then you are free to remain in the present experience and enjoy it for what truly is. You can then move forward into the present without expectations or agendas and be more open to what will be in our highest, what will be for our highest and best. Let go of labels and judgments surrounding this situation. So letting go and releasing labels and judgment. And I know that's funny because we have the judgment card here on the table, right? And that's all about having that awareness and having that, just having that focal point of energy to where you can really see the patterns and you are really kind of living in 5D a little bit. So like ascending to 5D at this time is what you're doing as well. Forgiveness, rejuvenation, healing, acknowledgement, and release of the past. Then you have past, present, future, a definitive decision, and then we have the 2 wands, and then an altered view, invitation from within, and a new purpose. And I'm reading from the book, obviously. And then an invitation from within, and then we have the Hierophant on the table as well. So this is just a very synchronistic reading here. Everything is really connecting for you at this time. So needing to just see the patterns and make those connections and shed the past, because it may not be serving you at this time. All right. So first we have changes. You're going through changes. You're going through cycles. This is kind of like the Wheel of Fortune. You have to really kind of harness this energy, because we as a collective are going through changes. So you really have to harness the energy that you have now into projecting the energy or the changes that you want. All right. Then we have ascension. I was talking about you ascending at this time. And then we have perception. All right. And this is all about duality, seeing the good and the bad. All right. So thank you so much for watching. If you found this video to be helpful, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Do know that I'm offering a 6-week mentorship program. Everything you need to know is in the description box down below. Do know that I also offer private readings. You can book your private reading by going to www.blessednewstartool.com or by DMing me on Instagram at spirituallygina. Thanks so much for watching. Namaste.